I just want to cuddle up and carol up some Danvers, you know?
Did you just carol my Danvers?
Yeah. Oh, man.
Welcome to the PatCave, a show where we talk about comics, movies, TV shows, fantasy, pop culture. What else do we talk about, Booty?
I'm still looking for that podiatrist.
I'm sorry. Anyway, I am Pat Clark, your host, and with me as always is Booty Man Boots. But now I think your name should be
Captain Booty?
Captain Booty.
Or
Yes.
Miss Booty?
Captain Booty. No. Miss New Booty?
How about Bhutan? Like instead of
Futon.
Photon? Futon?
Someone that can fold their body up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
What was the bad lady's name?
Well, what are we talking about right now?
Oh, my goodness. We went and saw the sequel to
Captain Marvel.
The Marvels.
Yes.
You know, sometimes when you're like, oh, I haven't had sushi in a while, and you go stop by your local 7-Eleven and you grab sushi. Oh no. That's the real reaction.
Okay,
right there.
you just compared this movie to
Gas station sushi. I did.
Okay, gotcha.
Sometimes you just gotta. You're like, I have to see it.
Sure.
And
Well,
you still
okay.
gotta try it.
How about we start with some of the good things, and then we'll go bad.
Yeah, absolutely.
We'll give our score, and then we'll do spoilers at the end. So we'll try not to talk about the spoilers.
Sure.
For the first part.
Can we give a little synopsis? That's just like it's not
Yeah.
really a spoiler. So, Carol Danvers, aka Captain Marvel, she gets her powers entangled in those of Kamala Khan from Miss Marvel, the Disney Plus show, and then Monica Rambeau.
Photon. She's from. She was in WandaVision.
I just
you don't
didn't
remember that?
I
one.
didn't. Yeah, it's been a
There's
while
lot,
since I saw that.
That was a long time ago.
Anyway, so and Monica Rambeau forces them to work together to save the universe. So, yeah, a trio of fabulous ladies.
Girls get it.
Girls get it done. Yeah, medium well.
Yeah. Well, so let's talk about the good stuff.
Yeah.
I thought Miss Marvel was incredible, which is
I did too. Iman Vellani.
Yes, and she's a Marvel fan herself. There's plenty of interviews where she's like grew up with the MCU, and it's just the perfect character for her because that is what Miss Marvel is.
I wholeheartedly agree, and I think that she was the best wingman, hype man for Captain Marvel, and they probably knew what they were doing there.
She carried the movie.
So guys, she did carry the movie, which was incredible. Now, as someone that dipped his toes into the Avengers video game, where she's also a main character in that game, I liked her character in that game. It didn't wow me as much as this actor sold me on Miss Marvel.
For sure.
If you go to see this movie and you're expecting trash, it's actually kind of a good thing you're expecting trash because it actually surpassed a lot of my expectations.
Yeah, because they were low. Our expectations were very low.
I think everyone's in the world.
Well, because Marvel's kind of been on a
stinker dive.
Stinker dive.
Yeah, that's a new phrase people are saying.
Shit everywhere.
Yeah.
I feel like some people are like, oh man, this isn't what Marvel needs right now. They shouldn't have done this. But in reality, they've taken so long to make this movie that they've made it in the same time of Ant-Man, Quantumania, like Doctor Strange movie, Multiverse of Madness. They all feel soulless. I'm sick of this aesthetic. It was something that we knew for a long time, but now it's like
it's member berries.
But it's also just like a Disney Plus TV show. How about we do talk about the good stuff? Besides Miss Marvel, I thought, family was great, but, but let's talk about other things than Miss Marvel, like her family.
Oh, no, I just meant like other than Kamala Khan.
Yeah, the other cons.
Yeah, so go ahead.
Do you have some good notes?
Yeah.
What did you like about it?
So Kamala Khan, Photon, and Captain Marvel, they stand out in a good way because I think the writing and plot and dynamic of the evil villain in this movie is on the weaker side. Like, they don't really have to do much.
I remember looking around at you, and like my dad was there with us, and I was just kind of like seeing if they were interested. And anytime I do that in a movie, I know it's not going well.
Felt like the supervillains the supervillain, her name escapes me. It's like Dreadnar or something. I don't know.
It was Darbin.
Yeah,
Darbin.
So Darbin, like, she had some really like sinister looking moments, and you can't help but like think, oh my god, it looks just like Khaleesi, like
she had that.
Amelia Clark. And I don't mean to like just generalize someone, but having just seen,
even down to the silver hair.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
and having just seen
Secret Invasion.
Having just seen Secret Secret Invasion and Emilia Clarke is such a big pivotal role, you don't think at some point they were like, oh, they're pretty conflicting as like, I could have just done with either of them being cast a little differently.
Sure. One of the things is, this is one of the youngest directors in Marvel history. First black female director. It's
of the Marvel stuff.
Marvel, yes.
Okay, I was gonna say like
movie.
ever. I'm like,
Ever.
I doubt it. Nia DaCosta.
Yeah, and also it's the shortest movie. Hour and 45 minutes. She's a new director. She's done an indie film, and then she did Candyman.
That's it?
That's it. Because they bring in these people that are like, hey, here's our script and here's all the visual things. Like, don't worry about any of the action. We've already got it covered. They basically just bring in new directors so they can mold them.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, it's like each director that walks in, to a project is a marionette.
They know
doll.
exactly what kind of movie they're making, and I just am tired of the aesthetic from the MCU.
Like, when you say that, what do you mean?
Yeah, like everything's evenly lit. They're sitting on a spaceship that looks horribly designed. They have to make it all look like it's in the same universe and movie.
Yeah.
But ultimately, if you keep doing that, it looks like an episode of Friends. I'm like, it starts to look like a sitcom.
It felt like a Disney Plus show. Two of them just smashed together.
Yeah.
Like, at times, it was so horribly rushed. Seeing less Nick Fury to me isn't necessarily a bad thing. I love him, but
you know what I wanted from him? First, he's just a tired.
Nick?
He's a tired old man. No one calls him Nick. It's just Fury.
Sure. Nick Fury or Fury.
Kamala's mom calls him Nicholas.
I love that.
That was funny. One thing I want from him, he was just a tired man. He felt like he was babysitting all those people up there. But I've never seen him be like a really cool like agent spy. Like, I mean, I've seen him shoot a gun and stuff, but like I wanted him to have like, he's supposed to be like the world's greatest spy, right?
Sure.
He's limping around this spaceship, shouting out orders.
It's just a mess.
I'm invincible. Your powers only make me stronger.
So you can't be matched. You can't be controlled.
In terms of spoilers, it's hard to like point out a lot of positives when I go through these. I just wrote like there's funny good and funny bad. The things that I liked, I loved Kamala Harris's like fantasy comic book strip thing. There were moments that were like,
you just said Kamala Harris.
We're gonna cut all of that.
No, please no.
Oh no, Kamala Khan.
We don't talk politics on this channel.
We don't.
Okay, go.
Kamala Khan's comic strip fantasy of like her being best friends with Captain Marvel.
There was a lot
so
of that.
Endearing.
There's a lot of that in Miss Marvel.
Okay.
Yeah.
Love that.
That's great. The villain dies at the end.
Yeah.
Too much power disintegrates. Brie Larson destroyed her planet, so she's going around stealing elements, air, water, sun from other places.
Sick.
Dude, I'm getting sleepy just talking about it.
God, it was I don't know, it was a snoozer. I get excited to watch these movies because I want to see how they're going to talk their way out of it. That's what we have to look forward to, which is really sad. It's like a car wreck. It's like you don't want to look, but you kind of have to like take a peek.
And people, they're sprinkling in the cameos. Here are the spoiler cameos. We've got,
Are we talking end credits as well?
Yeah. The first cameo came from Valkyrie.
Yeah.
She was in the trailer. Not really a spoiler.
So Valkyrie from Thor, the leader of Asgard.
Yeah, that's where all the Skrulls went.
Sure.
We had Haley Steinfeld as Hawkeye at the very end.
Yeah.
And Kamala Khan does like this Nick Fury impression, and she's basically going to start
recruiting
the young Avengers.
Young Avengers.
Yeah.
So we've got Hawkeye, Kate Bishop. We've got
Kate
Stature,
Bishop.
which is
Stature is Ant-Man's daughter.
Awesome. Iron Lad. Kid
is
Loki. Patriot. Who the hell is Wiccan?
That's Speed and Wiccan. Wanda's kids.
Oh, Wiccan isn't like witch. That name
so
has changed.
I don't know what lineup they're gonna go with.
Can we just like expectations from here on out? There's been a lot of points made. Like you'll have these diamond in the rough movies. Like Guardians 3 was incredible.
Well, dude, James Gunn is a gem. The post-credit scene was an X-Men scene.
Yeah.
They brought in Beast, Kelsey Grammer.
Which it's like you're excited that that's like a thing that they're thinking about, but B, scared they're gonna fuck it up. It's so sad. Like, thank God Deadpool will set us straight and be like the real.
Deadpool is gonna be hilarious.
I know.
It's gonna be so good.
I'm touching myself tonight.
I'm gonna try not to curse here.
What?
What I absolutely detested was the musical Planet. And not to like throw Pat under the bus, but he got up to go to the bathroom. So myself and his dad.
I knew what was coming. I could hear it from the bathroom, but like,
holy crap.
it was that bad, huh?
Oh my God. It's Disney. That much is true. That
Well,
much is present.
The whole planet, they sing. That's their language.
Yeah.
Sing and dance is their language.
To say that it's language, they're just singing in English. To call this other, there's a character.
It's a thick accent then, I guess.
It was a choice. Let's just say that. We'll stop talking. Like, it was horrible.
Okay, we'll move on.
You decide for yourself. What else can I say here? So like in terms of like the MC universe right now, personally, this is a 5 out of 10. It literally just like
Is your Captain Booty score?
Yes. I'm sorry that it's not more creative. Like, it could go lower.
No, you don't seem like you're having fun right now.
I'm so confused, Patrick. I'm just so lost sometimes with this shit.
Yeah.
So, and I was gonna ask, like, what are some of the MCU movies of recent time that you would put lower than this movie? I think it's time to ask that, because there were moments, guys, that I felt really like I liked that. There were things that stuck out in positive ways.
I don't think I'd want to watch this for a while, but I would probably watch it over.
I would tolerate
Ant-Man
2.
Quantumania.
Yes. Thor: Love and Thunder.
Thor: Love and Thunder was the same vibe as this one
movie,
right? Yeah, going to the dancing planet, exploring, trying to be funny, waiting for that audience laughter.
I miss when
it's like, ugh.
I miss when Guardians Volume 2 was the worst one.
Well,
that's even being
Thor.
mean,
I mean,
people
always trashed Thor 2.
Yeah, and Dark World is kind of like whatever.
But now I think people would like look back and go, "Oh gosh,
the good old days, the dark."
So I think my Captain Booty score would be like,
it's hard, right? You want to say positives about it.
Well, because I don't read all the comics. I don't like all the comic book characters. I guess not every movie is going to be for everyone, but
yeah,
these characters are just not it. I guess my Captain Booty score is going to be a 4.2 out of 10.
Ooh, a little rough on the landing.
I remember coming out of like superhero films and having like a sense of like accomplishment / motivation, inspired, hope. Those feelings.
Excitement.
That's why I got into loving superheroes.
Just like pure elation that you got to go see that.
Yeah, and walking out of this, I was just like,
I shook my head.
Yeah, shaking my head, going,
what the
yikes.
Yeah, it was just so yucky.
Let's just say
what? You want to defend him right now, or
no? People are talking about a reboot.
No.
Well, and also they're bringing back Robert Downey Jr., Black Widow. I mean, Scarlett Johansson. Chris Evans.
If I gotta watch Peter Parker's hand get bit by a spider again,
I think they've noticed that they've taken away their big guns, and it's struggling because of it. Not just the actors, but like the characters people like.
I'm just
final thoughts, Booty.
Yeah, I'll still go see them. Like I'm stupid, and I will forgive easily.
Well, it's kind of one of those things where like it's good looking to an extent to where I'm still I still had fun watching it.
Yes.
But then walking out, you're just like, wow, jeez.
The pacing of this film in terms of the cuts, I mean, it is literally a plot point that they're bouncing from
scene to scene
because whenever they have, where are we?
Yeah.
They've got these like what does she have? What does Kamala Khan have? The scrunchies
I was gonna say mega bands.
Quantum band. That's what it is.
Quantum band.
So like cool, great. Got it. They're jumping from scene to scene, and I'm already like still like trying to convince myself that I have enough knowledge of these characters to believe what's happening.
Yeah.
And admire the universe that you're in, or admire like it was so all over the place. Suddenly they're like shepherding cats into a shuttle.
For the shortest Marvel movie, it definitely felt long still.
Overwhelming.
And even though the pacing was fast and crazy, it still felt long for some reason. Not for some reason. We know the reasons. Mm-hmm. But anyway.
This movie just was there.
It exists.
It's out there. Maybe it'll have some like resurgence as like some sort of like cult film class. It won't. It absolutely will not.
I saw an article about it being lower than The Flash and Eternals, which
I mean, when you're up against like a movie that's lead character is a weirdo a-hole.
Yeah. We're talking about Brie Larson? Oh no. I'm talking
about
Ezra Miller.
Okay,
gotcha.
Yeah.
I had fun, but also like,
I had fun.
Wow. I hope I'll never see this movie again.
Yeah.
So that was the review.
That was our just don't.
So that was the review of Captain Marvel, the PatCave podcast. I'm Pat Clark.
And I'm
Booty.
I'm Booty.
And we had fun going to the theater.
We did.
nervous for the future of the MCU.
Yeah, I'm uneasy.
Let us know what you're thinking down in the comments. Give us your rating. Give us your Captain Booty rating.
I want to meet everyone who liked this movie. I want to meet you. I have follow-up questions.
There's a few out there, I'm sure.
Oh.
Make sure to like, subscribe, share with your friends. This has been the PatCave Podcast.
Honk, honk.